It was an ordinary night at the Leo Biederman Observatory, where a group of high school students was participating in an astronomy club. Leo, a bright and curious student, peered through the telescope, scanning the heavens. What he saw that night was nothing short of extraordinary: a comet, brighter than any he had seen before, and on a collision course with Earth. He alerted Dr. Marcus Wolf, who confirmed the terrifying truth. This comet was on a direct path to our planet. Dr. Wolf raced to alert the authorities, but in his haste, he lost control of his car on a winding mountain road. The precious data he carried was lost with him, and the comet's impending doom remained unknown to the world. A year later, journalist Jenny Lerner stumbled upon a cryptic story involving a high-ranking government official and what she believed to be a sex scandal. But as she dug deeper, Jenny discovered something far more alarming: a secret government project called Ellie. As she pursued the truth, Jenny was intercepted by the FBI and brought to meet the President of the United States, Tom Beck. In a shocking revelation, President Beck explained that Ellie was not a woman, but rather the code name for Ellie, an extinction-level event. The comet, now officially named Wolf Biederman, was on a collision course with Earth, and the world had less than a year to prepare. As news of the comet broke, panic and fear spread across the globe. In response, the U.S. government unveiled a daring plan: the construction of a massive underground shelter known as the Ark, deep within the Appalachian Mountains. This Ark would house 1 million people, selected through a lottery, along with scientists, doctors, and other essential personnel. Meanwhile, the U.S. and Russian governments collaborated on an ambitious mission to destroy the comet. A crew of astronauts, led by Captain Spurgeon Fish Tanner, would be sent to intercept the comet and attempt to alter its course using nuclear bombs. The mission was humanity's last hope of survival. The lottery to determine who would be saved in the Ark was a source of both hope and despair. Families across the country anxiously awaited the results, knowing that their survival depended on a random draw. Jenny Lerner, now a national figure after breaking the story, grappled with her own emotions as she faced the possibility of losing her mother, with whom she had a strained relationship. Leo Biederman, the young amateur astronomer who had first discovered the comet, and his family were automatically granted a place in the Ark due to his role in the discovery. But the joy was short-lived as Leo realized that his girlfriend, Sarah, and her family were not selected. In a desperate attempt to stay together, Leo and Sarah married, hoping that this would secure her a place in the Ark. The spaceship Messiah, carrying the hopes of the entire world, launched into space. On board were Captain Tanner and his crew, who knew that their mission was perilous. They succeeded in landing on the comet and planting the nuclear bombs, but the explosion only split the comet into 2 smaller yet still deadly fragments. As the crew of the Messiah sacrificed their lives in a final, desperate act to alter the comet's course, the world waited in suspense, praying for a miracle. Despite the Messiah's efforts, one of the fragments remained on a collision course with Earth. President Beck addressed the nation, urging calm and unity in the face of the catastrophe. He informed the public that the impact of the smaller fragment would cause massive tsunamis, devastating coastal regions, but it would not be an extinction-level event. Jenny Lerner, who had been offered a place in the Ark due to her role in breaking the story, chose to stay with her mother instead. Leo and Sarah, facing the grim reality of their situation, fled to the Appalachian Mountains, hoping to find safety away from the coasts. The day of reckoning arrived. The smaller fragment of the comet crashed into the Atlantic Ocean, unleashing a colossal tsunami that swallowed cities along the eastern seaboard. New York, Washington, D.C., and other major cities were wiped out in an instant. Millions perished in the deluge, but humanity survived. As the waters receded, survivors emerged from the Ark and other shelters. Among them were Leo and Sarah, who had miraculously survived by reaching higher ground. The world was forever changed, but the human spirit endured. In the aftermath of the disaster, President Beck spoke to a grieving, yet resilient world. He emphasized that humanity had been given a second chance, a chance to rebuild, to learn from the past, and to cherish the fragile gift of life. Jenny Lerner, now reunited with her mother, began a new chapter in her life, determined to make the most of the time they had left. Leo and Sarah, too, looked to the future with hope, knowing that they had survived one of the greatest challenges in human history. As the world began to heal, the survivors of Deep Impact carried with them the knowledge that, in the face of unimaginable odds, they had endured. And in their endurance, they found the strength to forge a new beginning.